This is the Inner Shelf Podcast, the bookshelf of life, where we store and reflect the thoughts we never say out loud. Hi, I'm Aira Monica. Take a seat, bookmarks, and let's heal our inner child. Ang lungkot ko, ang lonely ng pakiramdam ko knowing na single pa rin ako for a long time. I did not give myself permission to risk a lot of things during my teenage days, and I am even an NBSB until 21, 22 na po ako ngayon. That's how frugal I am with my experiences. Hindi ko alam kung paano ba ako pipili ng love. Ay, hindi ako makatagpo ng real love, or is it because I don't give people more permission to show themselves? Hinuusgan ko ba sila bago ko sila makilala ng tuluyan sa takot kong masaktan? Hindi ko alam kung bakit ako walang jowa ngayon. Pero, ang sure ako kung bakit ako single. And I'll explain why. But first, hi! This is Aira Monica. This is the Inner Shelf Podcast. At first, the first name of this podcast was Deep Inside, Let's Get Personal. But it only lasted as a seed for my growth. As it dives deeper, I learned to grow and see the vision of the branding I can explore. Narealize ko na deep inside is too vague. Masyado siyang malabo. It feels like it has no identity. Because that Aira Monica, which is the old me who wrote that name, was still the people pleaser. Aira hiding within society's standards, na dapat mag-gets ng lahat, na dapat common lang yung wording. But unapologetically, I changed it to a new branding called the Inner Shelf. It sounds like a bookshelf, like inner self, and our inner self speaks volume about who we really are deep inside. You know, the wordplay is still there. It's just that I got to know myself on a deeper level, and I know I gotta expand more. It could also mean our inner child, and most of us, especially Gen Zs, know the meaning of inner child. Holds the past traumas from when we are children that we stayed up unknown to us, and we grow up, but they show up in an ugly ways. I am an advocate of self-growth and healing while I'm also healing myself. I am also having an identity crisis, and I want to share those experiences because we'll never really know those ears are meant to hear those voices, right? Hindi natin alam kung sinong taong binigyan ng tadhana ng science, at eto na pala yun, dito ako madidinig sa podcast na to, dito ko rin marininig sa podcast na to yung pinagdadaanan ko. We never really know unless we try. Anyways, let's go back to the topic. I know why I'm single because that is my comfort. Wala pang taong nagpaparamdam sa akin na sila ang safe space ko bukod sa sarili ko tsaka sa magulang ko. What I mean with tao is relationship. Ang hirap kong kilalanin kasi ayoko rin naman ipakita ang sugatang pagkatao ko dahil pinaprotektahan ko rin kasi yung sarili ko. Life is like that, and that's okay. I tried to force myself into dating apps. I just bump into people who were so lustful, disrespectful. Although yes, gusto ko yung nakikipag-bardugulan ako. Gusto ko yung may sense of humor. But if having a boyfriend means settling with these kinds of people, wag na lang. That's why I know why I'm single. Oo, nakakainggit kapag may mga taong genuinely in love, but it is meant for them. It is only right time for them to have that kind of situation, and that maybe, just maybe, it wasn't for me yet. Bakit parang ang sakit sabihin na hindi mo na iyon para sa akin? Para akong nakakaawa at some point, but it is only because I focus on finding that love when all this time I should divert that love to someone who worth being in love with. And who is that person? That is you, that is me, yourself. Hanggat wala pang para sa'yo, sarili mo muna yung mahalin mo. Total ang pag-ibig ay hindi nawawala. It is some sort of energy that cannot be broken nor destroyed. Para siyang bola na mapapasa mo lang, di ba? Kapag sinipa mo palayo sa'yo, doon siya mapapasa. But it cannot be broken. This is the energy of love. So divert that energy at ipasa mo na lang yung bolang yun sa'yo. Sorry ang ingay. But paano ba maalin ang sarili? Well, paano ba magmahal? How do you love? Do you tend to be curious about other people? Then be curious about yourself too. Date yourself. Explore things alone. Yung wala kang kasama. Be shameless. Be cringy, romanticize dating yourself. See it through the lens of ano pa bang dapat kong malaman sa sarili ko. Be curious. I got to date myself one time sa isang coffee shop na ako lang mag-isa. Then I realized the waiters were making me uncomfortable kasi lagi silang nakaabang para siguro tignan kung may order pa ako. Sa tingin mo ba, kung hindi ko dinate yung sarili ko that time, malalaman ko ba na ayoko pala nang binabantayan ako ng waiter? Then next, I moved to a different coffee shop and again alone. I brought my tablet so I could read PDF self-help books. Tapos na-realize ko na maganda ron sa place na yun kasi walang waiter. Although maingay, mura yung kape pero sobrang tamis. At mahilig pala ako sa matcha. If I did not try, would I ever learn that I have that side of me? Isn't that something to be curious about? Isn't that something worth learning? Kaya why we are looking for love? Because we are curious about our crush. Everything that can be done alone. Gusto lang talaga natin ay may gagawa nun sa atin. We need that validation. We need to be appreciated so bad we are craving that attention of someone who can know us through the microscopic lens. Those details we don't even realize we have. So poetic. It is so romantic to be in love. Kaya nga nakakaingit ang ma-in love, hindi ba? But if we love and we crave for that, although it isn't for us yet, why would we try to force other people to do it for us when we don't know how to appreciate them as well? So know yourself better first too. Hindi dapat tayo lang yung iniikutan ng mundo. Bago ka mag-demand, dapat alam mo, ginagawa mo rin. Yes, they can be in love with us. But can we reciprocate? Love is a responsibility. But love must also be fun. Love may hurt, but love should also heal. Love should not be a coping mechanism we're looking for in others because we are no one's responsibility. Ang pagmamahal ay hindi inuutos. In-earn yan. Mahalin mo muna yung sarili mo bago ka magmahal ng iba. So we can teach the other person how to love us and treat us better. Because we are the evidence that people who love genuinely exist, and we are that existence, we are that evidence, so prove them. So what should we do? Should we just wait? No. If you are craving for it, then go for it. Download that dating app and try. And once you're drained and done, then come back. You're always welcome to come back and learn those experiences. Help you learn more about yourself, so it's not a waste of time. So if you're craving for it, don't wait. Desperately grab for it. Be as shameless as you are and learn from it. I don't really know what could happen in my love life. I also don't know what could happen to you in your love life because again, a relationship partner is something out of our control. We can romanticize the idea, but it is hard to find that idea in real life, and that's what sets reality apart. However, I can encourage you to focus on what we can control. And who can we control, Aira? Isn't it you, your hands? That is something you can control. Your body, your hair, your feet. Isn't that something you can control? All I'm saying is we got ourselves. That we can control, and we should focus on ourselves. What I mean is focus on you. And love you. This is the end of this podcast. Thank you for listening. If you like these types of content, don't forget to leave me a comment or bash me. You can bash me there too. That is okay. I'm open for improvement. So you can also give me a star rating on my profile. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast. Again, I am Aira Monica. I write on Wattpad Wattpad under the name Selfree. I'll put it on in the description box, especially my YouTube channel, TikTok, and Instagram, all of my socials. That is all. Thank you guys, and bye!